What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on my RSX. I'm going to try and fix the check engine light that's on the car right now. I have a code on for this runner. I'm going to replace it with a brand new one I have. Well, brand new. This intake got some water into it, so we're just going to reuse this piece, this intake runner part. I also got some new stuff for the car too. Let me show you guys. So this is the old radiator cap. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks like a Type B. And then I just got this one. It's a Type A. A little bit higher pressure. It should still work, but maybe this might not even work because these are completely different designs. I don't think it's gonna work, guys. This is a Type B. I need a Type B. This is a Type A. What I can do is just take off the sticker and put it on this. Oh no, I dropped my cap down. You guys ever spent $20 on a sticker before? Well, I just did. All I did was transfer the sticker over to the old radiator cap. I feel like it's the little things that matter a lot with a build. This stuff like this, and I do want to get some dress-up hardware for the engine bay soon. And lastly, I have this really heavy Honda package right here. Let's open it up and see what's inside. This right here is a harmonic balancer. As you can see, it's not all clapped out. Mine is all torn and it shakes side to side when the car is running. It's really good to get a brand new one of these because if it's shaking side to side, it can wear out your crankshaft prematurely and cause engine issues. This was only 90 bucks. With that all out the way, let's go ahead and start working on the RSX. All right, y'all, let's get this. First, we're gonna disconnect the battery. Oh, that shit was loose already, what the heck? Oh, I left the razor blade on there too. Somehow I remember where all this goes. Just like that, you have all the room in the world now. I think I'm gonna take this reservoir off. This is 110, looks like. All right, we can let this chill like that. Let's connect the sensor right here. A whole lot of Mickey Mouse and Ding Dong stuff over here. This up. You wanna see how strong I am? Tried it. It's just a couple 12s right here, I think. I did not get a new gasket for the throttle body, unfortunately. Let me grab the electric ratchet. This is separated enough, so now we can take off these 12s here. I'm gonna start crying on shit in a little bit. Here it is, guys. The intake is finally out. Let's go ahead and take off this runner right here and inspect it. This is the used intake manifold I got. Apparently the kid that sold me this, his dad left it outside in the rain, thought it was trash, and now this thing's all wet. This is a whole sensor, so hopefully nothing's messed up. We're gonna take out this charging harness. We can start tearing this down. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 10 millimeters or 12 millimeters. I'm not sure what it is. Oh my God, it's stripping out. We're gonna try a little old school method right here. Basically, I'm just turning while I hit this. It's probably really stupid of me to do, but I just broke this sensor. I'm just gonna reuse the old one anyways. Now we have access to this 10 millimeter. Now, it should be able to pull out. Here's the old runner, or the one that we'll be using. Look how dirty this thing is. This gasket right here is all covered in some milky color. I think I can take this and spin it. Got this bolt out finally. Let's do the other one. Oh, shit. So I'm trying to keep everything OEM on the car, but this sensor is actually aftermarket. Kind of want to give it a go. I mean, I spent like 30 bucks on this. Maybe it might not work, maybe it will, but who knows? We're gonna give it a shot. That one's out. You guys know that OEM one of these costs 130 bucks? Shit. We're gonna make this work, y'all, watch. My dad did not raise a quitter. Almost there, guys. I can feel it. This shit better work. Oh, I got it. No way. Well, at least the sensor will still work. Oh, that's rusted in there. Gasket's stuck on this. Oh yeah. Wait, what the heck? Oh shit, whoops. There we go. Oh yeah. Check that out, guys. That's full of oil. I think another thing that might have fixed this is if I clean this out maybe. And it has the gasket on here. This didn't come out of my intake. Let's check out the inside of this. Here's the condition of the old intake runner. It's all over the inside too. This is actually worse than the one I pulled out from the quote unquote new intake manifold. These two items right here were stuck at the end of this. And I noticed on this old one, it was actually stuck inside the intake and I couldn't get it out. Here's my current intake. It has all of this condensation in here. Here's a closer look of the inside. Very dirty. So my plan was to install this in the car, swap it, call it a day. The old owner left this outside and water got all inside of it. So I don't want to compromise my engine by just throwing this in there because I don't know how much water's in here still. So it's smart to just swap over the runners into the old intake because I know this is good. So I got the intake all cleaned out on the inside. I cleaned out as much as I could. It's way better than before. Now this runner is ready to go back in. I've never installed one of these. My dad was telling me about this when he did it and he just put it in there. So I'm gonna do the same. I apologize in advance for giving y'all such a bad angle. So I put the long one in here. One more short one that goes right here. And now we're gonna take this new sketchy sensor and throw it in. Don't forget your O-ring. Toss it in there like that. And grab your sensor. Take your stupid screws that were all stripped out. Tighten it, like 2 of them in there. I should have put this on the POV cam. My bad, y'all. So there we go. Got that on. Now you just put this back into place. And I forgot where this thing goes. We're gonna figure out where this goes later. But that's pretty much it. That's how you install your new runner. Let's get it back in the car. You know, I thought this was going to be a pain in the butt to do, but it wasn't that bad. And by the way, the hose for the intake goes into this thing right here. There's 2 vacuum hoses. And you guys remember, I didn't know where one of them went, but yeah, it just goes inside of this thing. Well, there's only one way to see if this works, and that's to start the car up right now. So the check engine light's still on, but I'm gonna delete that. Hopefully it'll go away. So we got 2 DTCs. Let's see what it is. So we have 2 codes for the intake air temperature sensor 1. Maybe I forgot to plug something in. And then the intake manifold valve control unit. So we do not have a code for the intake runners no more. So let's just clear this and see what happens. Okay, so it's been cleared. The light's still on. I think I took it out here. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna get back to you guys when I figure out what's going on with the light. I'm looking around the car and I decided to check out the throttle position sensor. Inspected the wiring and look at this. There's one wire that was loose and I think it wasn't getting a proper connection. That's probably why I'm getting the code. So I'm gonna try and fix this. This was so hard to do, guys, but I finally got those green wires to touch. Now let's start the car and see if the code goes away. All right, let's delete this. Okay, so it's been cleared. Oh yeah. Well boys, the light is gone. However, I don't really trust it. So I'm gonna cycle the key on and off, on and off, on and off. And I do need to drive cycle this car. So your car has these things called readiness monitors. Most cars have evap, fuel, catalyst, O2 sensors, misfires. Basically just a self-test for the car. If the car passes all those readiness monitors, then you're 100% good on the codes. Light hasn't came on yet. Usually it will just come on right away. I'm just gonna drive this car and then we're gonna see if the readiness monitors pass. So here's my theory on what went wrong. I think this wiring was still good with these butt connectors. After me moving all of this, it probably got loose, and that's why I got a code for the TPS sensor. Originally I had a code for the intake runner being stuck on long. After we started the car, I got a code for this thing right here. So I believe that this was bad and also the wiring, of course. But all that matters is that the car is fixed and we can get it registered. I'm gonna use these two, put it on the tensioner. Oh shit, now the belt is stuck on the wrench. Well, that's one way to do it. If you guys are doing this for the first time, I would recommend getting a weighted socket. This will be able to get this out. You're gonna need a really good impact to move this out of the way. There's a little keyway in here. It might fall out, but just be very careful with that. Here's the old harmonic bouncer. He's worn out. The back is bad. Here's the brand new one. It's pretty cool. It has like some markings right here. Here's the back. Here's the side by side. These things are pretty heavy. Now we can put this in. Some people put blue Loctite on here. But I think it's good enough just being tightened with impact gun. I don't want to go too ham with it. If you guys want this to be an easier process, I recommend putting the belt on the power steering pump and the tensioner and leaving the belt off for the crank. And basically what you're gonna do is just pull the tensioner back and this will be good. And while you're pulling up there, you can just go to the crank and then push in the belt. If this video helped you, you better leave a like and share this shit. Apparently, if you guys interact with my videos, it will help put my videos on the For You page. So please do that and please subscribe. I'm gonna be using this kit right here to try and fix the break in the wire right there. I hate how whoever did this cut so little right here. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. I don't have a lighter, so I can't do the heat shrink, unfortunately, but I'm just gonna wrap it with some electrical tape. Here's the end result. It looks really horrible, but at least the connection is good, and I'm not gonna get the code for the TPS anymore. Now it's time for the fun part. Let me get this all back together. Car idles so smoothly now. It used to shake so much. Check our work, make sure nothing's loose. Oh yeah, that baby's solid in there. Now the RPMs are steady. Before it would just go up and down, up and down, up and down, and the car would shake too. Out of my 3 years of being a technician, always had to test drive a car to make sure the repairs are good. I forgot to bring my scan tool to check the readiness monitors, but I'll check that tomorrow. We're gonna go on a little test drive and make sure this car is driving good. I'm really surprised about this car because this thing has so many AC leaks, but the AC is blowing super cold right now. Definitely feels a little bit faster. I do notice that it's easier to get the higher RPMs. When I had the check engine light on, it would be so hard to get it to like 6,000 or 7,000. It would just slowly creep up. If you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you out a lot, please leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I can finally get the car registered. It's finally going to be road legal now. I don't have to drive this thing all paranoid. So here's a little sneak peek on what's going to come next. Hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.